Buried is such an interesting map to me. Throughout its tenure in Black Ops 2, I have absolutely loved this map to absolutely hating this map to now being somewhere in the middle. So today, let's take a little tour through Buried along with some of my friends as I find out why this map is considered such an unfortunate map in my eyes.
Alright, just kind of fuck around in this. Just try and have as much fun as you can as easy as this map can be.
Right out of the gate with something positive about Buried is its spawn room. When you start here, you are in a mining facility hanging over a crater leading to some nice bit of magma. And naturally with all spawn rooms, you want to leave that area as soon as you can. However, once you leave this area, you cannot get back to this specific part of spawn. So in the past and sometimes in the present, I have hung out in this area just to kind of experience what it's even like.
I like how there's so much smoke here because they don't want you to see how shit the skybox is over there.
Ah!
Oh, no.
Oh, Olympia gang don't got this. If we die in round 4, you have to take a shot. Okay, we're taking a shot.
The map's layout is absolutely stunning. Its cramped corridors and pathing within the buildings for those daring enough to venture in those directions. I will also mention that the setting of this map is amazing. An old western town hidden underneath the earth is something very unique, and honestly maps nowadays should take note of these kind of locations rather than a copy and paste of some army base. Speedrunning some good things here, the Raider Mark II was introduced for the first time on this map and was a game changer for the future of COD Zombies because, well, it's fucking amazing. The Paralyzer was definitely a unique addition. Volt Raid is fun, and the Pack-a-Punch made for quite a interesting excursion to try and obtain, with the maze being a perfect trial to get through and back. The witches and their house made for a unique obstacle we were not used to in dog rounds.
Welcome, weary traveler. You finally made it. Oh my god.
Oh,
Jesus.
So what do I get?
And the map music and ambience is stellar. Leroy, just everything about Leroy, Time Bomb, Chalk Drawing, and finally the Western Revolver. With every good thing, there must come the not good things, i.e. the bad, or the things that leave a bad taste in your face hole. Buried is full of these things, as well as some double-edged swords that were only just mentioned 2 seconds ago. Let's start off with the big one, being the buildables. The buildables have always been a weak spot within Black Ops 2 and were thankfully refined to be much better in Black Ops 3. They are tedious to collect, usually only allowing you to have one part at a time, with each part being spread out across the map. But with Buried, that isn't really the major problem here, well, because of Leroy's ability to go grab every single part for you. The major problem is what these parts can become, and they turn into something that basically makes you invincible. And for me, it's one of the laziest zombie strategies of all time. How it works is you wait for your turbine or boombox to break. Once those things break, you get your paralyzer, you float across the map, collect those machines again, head back to your camping spot, and repeat the process without even firing your weapon. It is the ultimate camping strategy for streamers that can focus on their chat while also having a hint of gameplay every couple of minutes. And speaking of the weapons, the Paralyzer, which is a weapon that fires a slow-mo beam at the zombies until they eventually explode, is a concept that is pretty damn cool. Unfortunately though, it has turned into one of my least favorite weapons of all time because of how boring it has made the game. Sure, it's like the jet gun from Black Ops 6, and it would be quite interesting to see how the Paralyzer would do in that environment, but on Black Ops 2, where the zombies are always at the same speed, being either really slow or just normal sprinters, where the zombies deal the same amount of damage and their health growing significantly throughout your game, the Paralyzer usually ends up taking the backseat or becomes a safety net in case the Raider Mark II or the buildables don't kill the zombies fast enough, to which we finally approach our first double-edged sword, where the Paralyzer does help in a lot of situations, whether we need to get to places quicker or slow down the zombies so we can get by them. It does not make me feel like I'm really doing anything. I'm just doing a bunch of shortcuts and cutting out the usual strafing and dodging maneuvers that make the thrilling experience that I am used to. So the answer I'm sure you are all wondering is just don't pick it up, which yeah, I did not strive to pick it up in my most recent games. But however, my friends did, and when one person has it, then the game takes a massive drop in difficulty. I guess it did not help. I also picked up the Raider Mark II. The Raider Mark II 2's first appearance was within Buried, one of the greatest weapons of all time in one of the most unfortunate maps of all time. When you fire, it does a 3-round burst, decimating your entire horde. It sounds sexy, it looks sexy, the only problem is that this gun is too sexy to be introduced on this map. I kinda wish this gun was revealed on Origins, as here the map is already very easy enough as is, and did not really need another overpowered weapon alongside the buildables and the paralyzer and the time bomb and Leroy and also the AN-94, which is also what I try to use more of instead of the Raider Mark II. But since it has been so long since I've held the original Mark II weapon, I could not help myself but use it here.
Come on. Come on. Come
Why
on.
up to me? There's 2 other fuckers in the room!
What is happening? This is abysmal.
Turtle, donate fucking points so I can live.
Now I have said that these weapons are OP, like incredibly OP, alongside the map forcing you to sit in a corner, camping for a majority of the game, which is not really the most fun thing in my mind. The biggest problem that leads to all these other problems is the mystery box itself. I don't know why Treyarch did this, but in any other map, trying to get the Raider Mark II is such a strenuous task, since its RNG is incredibly low, to the point where you will have games that give you every other gun in your session 3 times over, leading you into round 30 and still not getting the Raider Mark II. However, in Buried, this so-called RNG does not exist, and the box just hands it to you almost immediately. One of my pals, Cody, was given the Raider Mark II twice in his game almost immediately after I got fucked over by Blazing. You cunt.
Oh no. Oh, you fucker. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I didn't know there was fucking debris there.
Okay, I think I fucked it.
Yeah, you. What? I don't know how you fucked up. I saw that. I.
Look at this riveting.
you guys
Look at
back
this riveting gameplay
No.
here.
To which Cody did not pick up the Raider Mark II because, well, I am also a massive cunt.
Oh, you fucking bitch.
What's
I
it
got
this
you.
time?
I got you. I got
Oh,
you.
thank you.
I need to throw. I need to throw another monkey bomb.
Oh, it's a Mark II.
No! No!
Cody's chance of survival was here.
You good?
No.
But it doesn't end there, as Blazing was able to receive the paralyzer on his second attempt on the box when Cody's poor soul was not able to get it first try. I did try to play the map as bare bones as possible with no buildables and a limited spin of the box, to which I still got the ray gun and refused each of its arousing advances on my character, and with a certain blobfish, I started to notice something that only happens when you play Buried.
Dude, stop going in that little gap there.
I'm fucking sorry. It's fucking muscle memory at this point.
Whenever you hop on Buried, it is like nature is calling for you to just camp. Now, that necessarily isn't a bad thing. I mean, Darius has one of the most nostalgic camping spots in zombies history. However, you are limited by the guns you're holding and whatever the max ammo gods send your way, which for the most of the time is Carpenter. A few other negatives or double-edged swords. Leroy's ability to keep the box in place. Yes, it keeps it there, which is super helpful, but it takes away the challenge of trying to scurry around the map to find the box and experiencing the fear of it moving again. With the bank and Buried, I did not and have not used it in many years due to how it makes this already easy map even easier, allowing you to basically get all perks and weapons packed by round 1. With the perma perks, I am only going to be mentioning one perma perk, being the sniper perma perk. This, which if you get a few long shots, it can grant you the ability to get hundreds to even thousands of points per kill, and alongside the bank, making for a super easy run if you saved up properly. Now, I didn't put too much emphasis on the bank or permaperk, as it's pretty easy to just avoid them. The gas of Voltrade is sick as shit. It's just a shame it's within a map like Buried, where you have already got a lot in the map that gives you so much power, so a lot of the time I just don't end up buying it, just to make things a little bit more difficult. The chalk drawings are super cool and such a nifty idea. If they were just a bit more spread out across the map and more hidden, they would be a bit less accessible to just grabbing the AN-94. Now, don't get the wrong idea. This map innovates on so many levels. I mean, the story element that this map reaches in its finale is amazing, where you get 2 different endings with 2 different outcomes is such a cool idea.
I wonder how the lanterns are still on in this place. How are the lights still on? How is certain machinery still running when there's no human life here? How is
That's
Arthur
fucking-
not starved to death? How has he not been crushed by the rubble from the
And you
earth
keep
being
meleeing him,
destroyed?
actually, so...
How is this the thing that helps us stop That doesn't make sense to me.
Bro, you asked too many fucking questions.
And I wish zombies did a bit more of that. The buildables were a nice touch and the paralyzer was a neat idea, but I think that there were too many overpowered ideas cramped into this one map, which makes me think that either the creators were testing some things out on this map, or Buried was like an apology for how difficult and restrictive transit and die rides were. But in the end, this became a big downfall for this map in my eyes nowadays. But then again, I have been playing zombies for a very, very long time, so where this map would not be fun or appealing to someone like myself, this map can 100% work for someone who is more of a beginner and just wants a casual experience. I love its atmosphere and setting. A Wild West zombie map I think can work supremely well. I honestly had a lot of fun with my friends when playing Buried, but there were times where it was starting to get quite boring when we were set up with all the overpowered weapons. So a lot of the time we would end up dying because a lot of our intrusive thoughts would somehow overthrow the rest of our craniums.
Pretty good as well.
When was I stand here? Would he run me over? Oh!
Yes. Fucking God. I can't revive you.
Well, you learn something new every day.
I like Buried. There are a lot of other little things I really liked about this map, how you can teleport back to spawn via the legendary Leroy, and the fact that the paralyzer also affects teammates, or even Leroy having the ability to change power-ups and hold zombies for you while you go take a massive shit. But unfortunately, these just don't save the map for me. At its core, this map forces you to sit there and shoot in a corner with supremely overpowered weapons. Buried is unfortunately not as fun as I remember it to be, which is a shame as the potential this map had with all of its fantastic ideas and methods was just not meeting the mark, that I unfortunately needed to consider this map something on par with the rest of this game's DLC. Let me know what you think of Buried. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you in the middle? There is no wrong answer in this discussion, just don't be a dick about it. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.